If you build homes for a living, this one's worth a few minutes. This is Rex Builder, or Ask Rex. Honestly, it's a platform I wish I'd had on every job I've run. It covers your compliance, your contracts, the services you need to get a build off the ground, your trades, and your team all in the one spot. Today, I'll take you through the lot. Ask Rex, uploading inspection reports, history, quick calc, forms, analytics, accounting, and legal, services, jobs, scheduling, and the Builders Hub. It's a quick tour, won't take much of your time, but by the end, you'll know how to run a job from the first soil test right through the booking your trades without ever leaving Rex. Let's get into it. This is your main dashboard. Everything lives down the left. Home is Ask Rex, where you can also upload your inspection reports. Then your history, quick calc, training videos, ready-made forms and docs, analytics, accounting, and legal. Below that, services, jobs, scheduling, and the Builders Hub. And down the bottom, your notifications and business profile. One login, the whole business in front of you. Let's start where most of your day starts, with a question. Say you're on site and the surveyor knocks something back. It's 6:45 in the morning. Who do you call? You ask Rex. I just type in exactly what's happening. For a Class 1 dwelling in Victoria, what's the minimum step down required from internal floor level to an external tile balcony under NCC 2022? Hit enter and let the answer come through. This isn't a search engine, and it's not a generic chatbot. It's an AI trained on the NCC, the Australian standards, and the Victorian regs. Quick tip, the more detail you give it, the sharper it comes back. Class, location, materials, what you're actually dealing with. And every answer's referenced. So when someone pushes back, you've got the code sitting right in front of you. So what happens when a client or an inspector hands you an inspection report? It's Thursday afternoon, the client's stressing over the pre-slab report, and the pour's booked for 7 the next morning. Instead of going back and forth, I just drop the PDF straight in here. Rex reads every single item and checks it against the code. It tells you what's a confirmed defect, what's debatable, and what's not a defect at all. It sorts the whole thing out. Then it writes the response for you, structured, referenced, ready to go back to the owner and the inspector. And it's all saved under history. So if it ever ends up at the Building and Plumbing Commission or VCAT, your position's already documented. The point's simple. Stop reacting to inspection reports and start answering them with proper code references behind you. Here's another one. A first home buyer's client just had a private inspector go over their frame, and it's come back with 13 items flagged. Naturally, they're worried. Our job is to put them at ease. So we do exactly what we did before. Upload the report and let Rex work through it. And this part matters. Rex isn't here to help you lodge legitimate defects. It's there to give honest feedback to the client and to the builder. So everyone knows exactly what genuinely needs fixing. There you go. Every item listed out. Where things are defective, you head back out, rectify them, photograph the work, and send it back item by item. That's how you turn an anxious client into a confident one. Next up, quick calc. Picture your concreter on the phone asking how many meters for the pour while you're juggling 3 other things. Just ask it in plain English. How much concrete do I need for a 12 meter by 8 meter slab at 100 millimeter depth? Include the waste allowance for Australian ready mix. Concrete, pipe sizing, cable, loads, whatever the day throws at you, sorted in seconds. And it's all saved, so you've got a record of every calc under history. Now, let's talk about the stuff that really costs builders money, contracts. This is the legal assistance module. Clients are getting smarter. A lot of them are using AI themselves now. So you need software that helps you respond properly and legally. Rex can pull up relevant past VCAT cases and cross-reference similar ones, so you know whether you're standing on a strong case or a weak one. Say, frame stage is done, the claim goes in, and the owner emails back, "We're not paying until our inspector's been through." That's not how your contract works, so I type the situation in. Under the HIA New Homes building contract, The owner is withholding the frame stage progress claim pending private inspection. What's our contractual position and what notice do we issue? There you go. Professional, no emotion, on record. Cash flow is everything in this game. This is how you protect it. The accounting module. These are the questions you'd normally save up for your accountant at the end of the financial year. Rex can answer most of them on the spot. Bought a ute, a trailer, and a heap of tools this year. What can you claim? What gets depreciated? GST on progress claims, supervisor wages on cost plus job, vehicle claims, or builder specific. Let's test it. We purchased a dual cab ute, trailer, and several tools this financial year. What can be claimed immediately and what needs to be depreciated? And there's your answer. You can also drop in an invoice or your P&L and Rex will read through it for you. Forms and documents. Let's be honest, not every builder has all their paperwork sorted. Rex has a template library with the forms a residential builder actually needs to run a job, already drafted. Load your logo in once and every form comes out under your own business name. Commencement notices, variations, extensions of time, suspension notices, trade contracts. The point? Stop rebuilding the same documents for every single job. Click and print or save and send. Your call. Now, services. One of the features I'm most excited about. Not because it's new, but because we're offering these at a price that's hard to beat, and some of them are a prerequisite for getting your building permit. I'll walk you through all four: performance solutions, energy rating, soil test, and land survey. First, performance solutions. The pop-up confirms you're requesting one. Inside, there are a few to choose from, all at the same price. $549, by far the cheapest in the industry. Today, we'll do the WePole clearance. Less than 75 mil between external concrete and 150 mil from landscaping. You enter your lot details, then start uploading. Drag and drop the architectural plan, the building permit, the inspection report, the marked up plans, and the compliance photo. Submit the request and it prompts you for payment. You'll get a confirmation with a 48-hour turnaround. Pay through Stripe, and that's it. Documents submitted, and someone will be in touch within 48 hours. Next, the energy rating. A mandatory document before you can get your building permit. Click Select. The pop-up confirms you're requesting an energy rating, and the next screen asks you for your supporting documents. There are three options: single story, double story, and multi-unit. Single story is $179 and double story is $239. And because a multi-unit job is more than one dwelling, those are priced per dwelling at a better rate. $149 for each single story dwelling and $179 for each double. Again, among the cheapest in the industry. Let's run single story as our sample. $179, 48-hour turnaround. Enter your information, then add the required documents from the drop-down. Your architectural drawings, your engineering, and your specifications, which is your inclusions and color selections. You'll also complete the whole of home checklist, which is mandatory. Run through the checklist: heating, cooling, water heating, cooking, then pool, solar, and battery. Here, it's a multi-split system across the bedrooms, living and study. A heat pump for hot water, electric cooking, no pool, no solar this time. Submit the checklist. That completes your documentation. Submit the request, you'll get confirmation, then make the payment. $179. And you're done. If there are any questions, the consultant will reach out. Next, the soil test. Like the energy rating, a mandatory step before your building permit. This one's more straightforward. $329. Again, the cheapest around. The pop-up lets you know they'll book the field visit. No plans needed. Turnaround 7 business days. You just need to make sure there's site access. Fill in your details. Submit, confirm payment, and your soil tests requested. And the last service, land survey. The pop-up confirms you're requesting one. There are 4 options. A feature and level survey on vacant land at $299. Feature and level with an existing house on site at $899. A re-establishment survey on vacant land at $799. And re-establishment with an existing house at $1,299. Let's run the feature and level on vacant land, $299. 7 to 10 business days from the field visit, subject to access. Fill in your details, submit, pay, and done. Now one of my favorites, the job folder. Rex keeps every job registered in one place. Head to jobs and you'll see everything in the system. I'd start by adding your contractors, and I'll show you why in a sec. I've already got some trades and suppliers in here. To add a new one, add contact, choose trade or supplier, say AA Concrete, a concreter. Contact name, Andrew. Add them, and they're in. Now back to jobs. Create job. Type the job address, add a description, and under documentation, you can drop in working drawings, engineering plans, pretty much anything, up to 20 documents, plus site photos. Job created. This is your job folder. There's a chat between the supervisor and admin. To assign one, go to Update Member, say Mickey Blue, and he's your site supervisor. Here's the part that saves real time. Requesting quotes straight from your trades. Click Request Quote, and there's every supplier and trade, with a ready-made subject and email body you can tweak, and your uploaded documents ready to attach. Let's quote the concreter. I'll pick AA Concrete and HYHB as well, so we get a comparison. Attach the engineering plan, the stamped plan, a few site photos, and send. Done. Both get the request by email and come back in a day or 2, and whoever's sharpest on price gets the job. Best part? You can select multiple trades at once, and the more documents you've loaded, the faster it all moves. And every quote request is tracked under history. That's your job folder. Scheduling. You can book your trades right through Rex. Open scheduling, and your calendar comes up. Hit schedule, enter the job. Let's use the one we just made in Wyndham Vale. Assign HYHB as the concreter, add a note like site cut, and pick the day. I've put site cut this week, box out next Wednesday, and the slab pour the following Friday. HYHB gets an email with the request and the date. Say he accepts. Refresh, and it's approved. He's booked in. Now the box out. Same process, but this time, he wants to move it to the 29th. The notification comes back with his proposed date. I open it, accept, and it's confirmed. Any changes come through by email or in your notifications. That's scheduling. We've also got the Builders Hub. It's a space for every Rex subscriber to talk to each other, ask questions, share what's worked, recommend a good trade or supplier, and compare notes on the stuff we all deal with. The more builders in here, the more useful it gets for everyone. Analytic data. This one gets more powerful the longer you use Rex. It shows how many reports you're uploading, weekly, monthly, yearly, and pulls out the patterns. Say you've got 20 supervisors building 300 homes a year. The data tells you how you're tracking and where the gaps are, which trades aren't performing, which supervisors are slipping, based on defects and repeat items. It also shows what people are asking Rex, foundations, external work, windows, and so on. All of it helps you learn about your own business, lift your quality, stop the same defects reoccurring, build faster, spend less, and protect your margin. The history function, very handy. It tracks every question you've asked and every report you've uploaded. You can see the most recent search there. The Class 1 dwelling question from earlier. and all your uploads. Click any past entry and you go straight back to where you were. Better still, you can download it as a tidy report to share with clients, supervisors, or inspectors. You'll also find your recent legal searches, accounting searches, and calculations. It's all there. So that's Rex Builder. Let me bring you back to the homepage because I want to be clear about where this started. Rex began as compliance software to fix one of the biggest headaches we all face, inspection reports. Pages and pages of them. Now we work through them in minutes, knowing exactly what needs fixing and what doesn't. And that's the whole point. Saving builders time, saving money, and building knowledge so the next job's smarter, faster, and tighter. Rex is moving quickly because we're builders and tradespeople ourselves. We know the hardship. That's why we're building services that save you $50 here, $100 there, cut your admin time, give you job folders, and let you quote trades directly. And that's just the start. We've got big plans for the next 6 months. A fresh look and a lot of new features. The focus, saving supervisors time, holding trades accountable so the work gets fixed properly, backed by Australian standards, so there's no argument, and giving clients real confidence in their builder. That's who we are. We really hope you find it helpful. Jump on Rex and start your 7-day free trial.